can be such a tall task.
Well, so it always goes back to, you know, what your mental game really is. It's really, I talked with Warden about this, and it's really just being the black and white. Forget about the gray, all that. Okay, well, we need to gain momentum and all that stuff. Whenever you make it very of a logical approach, both teams have to play both sides, right? And if you keep it in that type of sense of mind, then you can basically win any of these games. So right now we'll go ahead and see. We've got the plan of attack heading over here towards the outside. There is going to be one player that's going to be close by. That is going to be JW. The bomb is going to get planted here on the outside. And JW actually was shooting in the right area, and he gets taken out by Taz. And now Pronax having a very tough shot. It's going to be down to this 3-on-2. As Flusha, he has spotted Pasha. And we'll see Olafmeister, who's still up on top. There's one player just on the other side of that 6 train. And the original bomb spot, that was Pasha. They're going to go ahead and start to chase after. This is really kind of odd from Virtus.Pro, as they're still chasing for those kills, even though they had the bomb set up, probably because it was planted on the other side. But now score off the start, and exactly what you need to do, set the tone quick, picking up the pistol round 1-0. And
that smoke at the barrel that covers that plant, that's something that Virtus.Pro did a lot against iBuyPower in that opening match on Train versus them. So I think you're going to be seeing that a lot out of them. And just taking advantage of all the cover that smoke is going to provide out in that train yard.
All right, so we have Olafmeister, who has himself a scout and a kit. Then the rest of his team have CZs and armor, as well as some of them who have head armor as well. So we'll take a look there. Pronax taking a little bit of a damage. He tried to push up there aggressively over there towards Ivy, and they'll go ahead and re-smoke that area. So right now they're just trying to allow Flusha to have this inner control. They stack towards the outside off the start, and now they brought Flusha back in there. But let's look at this. I believe there is a player. That's JW doing what he does best, being that ripple in the attack here. Is now, it looks like Taz took a lot of damage, and that was exactly where JW wanted to be. He just could not execute the kill there.
Yeah, that's okay, though, because they got a kill, and they're going to force some rotation. They're forcing Fnatic, being a man down, to kind of try and find somewhere to gain that advantage back.
So Pasha waiting for a player to come up, and he will get taken down. But Flusha on the inside, he was able to take out Neo. He did not acquire a weapon from that. So he's going to only have one more clip to use here. They're going to go ahead and push over here towards the outside. Olafmeister has rotated. He's got an angle here on the site, and he's actually able to pick up the headshot onto Bialy. And so now it's down to this 2-on-3. 25 seconds left here in the round. Well, Pasha has not planted the bomb yet. But he needs to be on the lookout for Olafmeister, who's going to be checking out the site. He spots the top, and yes, he picks off the dome of Pasha, as now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Both Taz and Snacks are low on health right now. So we'll see how they kind of work this one. Again, I mentioned at the very beginning, Olafmeister has a kit as well. So they're going to work their way up still. Flusha working inside of this site. And you have Olafmeister, who's going to give the cover there. Nice shot by Olafmeister, finishing off the job into Snacks. And they're going to go ahead and try to make something happen. There's Taz right over the top. Taz is going to take off one, and he'll try to sweep in there. It's just not going to be in time. But a great job by Fnatic in making that approach and trying to make something happen. But in the end, Virtus.Pro picks up the second round. But Olafmeister causing so much damage in that round.
Right, it's so scary, and such a weird plant by Virtus.Pro. Pasha actually came into the bomb site to get the bomb down, and his two teammates left the area entirely. I don't know if they were just scared of that low health and not even want to deal with the scout, and they found two different angles to come in. But you're right, Olafmeister with a couple nice shots, but just weird to see the Virtus.Pro players abandon Pasha as he's planted the bomb.
So we see Olafmeister with the scout again, and the other side we've got 4 AKs and a Galil. And it looks like they're going to be heading over here towards the inside quickly and rotating. They're going to be on a quick flank. Look out for JW, and I believe that's exactly what Bialy's going to be doing. He is going to be able to pick him off. And a quick rotate by Olafmeister to watch the inside, but Flusha in a very tough spot because Bialy is going to come down the ramp, but it really won't make a difference here as Olafmeister, he's tapped away one, but his teammate will finish the job there. So now it's going to be down to this 3-on-4. Crim's making sure there ain't anybody flanking at this point in time. There is one player up on top of the highway area, and that's going to be Pasha. Pasha taking down Olafmeister. Another one inside of the site, that's going to be Pronax. And so now it's going to be left up to Crims. Crims will be eliminated there, 3-0 now. in favor of Virtus.Pro.
And you know, after killing all 5 Virtus.Pro players in that first eco on the second round overall, doing that much damage, understanding that the economy for Virtus.Pro is so fragile at that point, they actually did another full buy with Scout and Armors and CZs. So that's why they're saving again here in the 4th round, kind of taking that gamble that didn't pay off, but they did so much damage once again.
Really good call there. And so now we haven't had the chance to see a real gun round yet, and that could be working in Virtus.Pro's, or is working in Virtus.Pro's advantage here. Because you're trying to delay as long as possible to make sure that they can't have any of those snipers, any auto snipers. But now they've smoked off towards the inside. We're gonna have a good 5-on-5 clash here inside of the site. As Pasha has taken down one, they're going back and forth there. You can see that Alphameister is just tapping away. It's gonna be left up to Crims now, and that's gonna be a quick, clean sweep of Fnatic. And now their score is 4-0. We'll take a look at the economy here for the other team, 5,300. So yes, of course they will buy. But we will only see an op here. So
yeah, but because of those two save round buys, because this is kind of a weird situation, Olafmeister is forced to go full glass cannon with no armor, HE, and a flash. So that's gonna, you know, this could throw their economy into a weird loop for the rest of the half if they lose this round, and it's really gonna put a damper on being able to afford those expensive auto sniper and op combos.
So checking the feet, seeing if he can spawn anybody. We've seen this happen by Neo before as well, whenever he gets the chance to have an auto sniper. But already Virtus.Pro playing so well. If they pick up this round, you can almost say that they've gotten the map.
Oh yeah,
it is a stretch, but it's what would be the difference here.
Yeah, picking up those first 5 rounds would be so huge because it can be so hard, especially when a C team gets on a roll. But picking up them so early would allow them to even extend it farther in the last 10 rounds of the half.
Thanks for validating what I was saying there.
You're welcome.
So now you've got Flusha watching the lower side. He does have his teammate Olafmeister, who's watching the up there towards highway, or the upper. So they're going to go ahead and push out. He does not shoot. He lets that one go by. So he actually doesn't even know that there's 2 players that have pushed through. But Flusha, who's backpedaling now. So they're going to go ahead and try to clear out the site. That nade misses. Yeah, but he does pick up one there inside of the site. They're going to go ahead and rotate now. As that's Pronax who's causing some damage. But down to this 2-on-2 now. And that nade just over the top. Just skins the top of Bialy. And Bialy will get finished off. Now it's going to be left up to Taz. Taz down to this 1-on-2, and he finds that one right there. And the bomb's just going to be ticking away here, chasing after it. JW going to be watching over the top, and then he switches back around. JW then realizes he does not have the time, and he's going to get out of there. And so Taz playing it very well, and JW will stay alive to just HP. And so now scores 5-0.
Yeah, and once again, it comes back like we were saying, those 2 full buy eco rounds having such a big impact. Not even, you know, we said it was going to be with the sniper rifles, but instead it's just not able to afford that kit in that 5th round and first gun round. And just Virtus.Pro coming out to a really, really hot start.
Yeah, you can see how overall how it's been for this team. They've kept trying to buy during those rounds, and they had to save during one, and they finally had the first real gun round late in the game. And so now we'll see what happens here. JW going to go ahead and push up. They need that shock and awe factor here. As they took down Pasha, they're going to go ahead and fall back and hang on to it. Now you do have Flush who's watching the inside with this Mag 7, but it probably won't make a difference here later in the round. So you've got one player that's over there towards ladder. They're going to start to head over here towards the outside. Olafmeister, he's going to get picked off. Now that nade, perfect nade. And Crims just barely gets away, but then ends up into the crosshairs of Neo. Down to this 2-on-2. Bialy and Snacks versus Flusha and Pronax.
And the bomb is down on the outside bomb side. Another of the VP players have it. And Snacks is actually going to go for this huge mega flank.
So we'll watch over here, see where Snacks is. And Pronax is rotating quickly now. Look at this. He's going to try to regain his position. And there you go. You can see Pronax right there over the other side and plays it so well there. I was kind of wondering why Snacks was walking with his knife out.
Well, I think actually, you know, Fnatic didn't know. The only reason he'd rotate is because he didn't know that the bomb was down. Maybe they just didn't see it, and it's just kind of unlucky for Snacks on that flank.
I guess what I'm not understanding is why he had his knife out just walking.
Just not thinking that anyone would be there, but yeah, I understand your point. It's not going to make you walk any faster or anything like that, but...
I mean, especially if you're in a 1-on-2. I mean, he wasn't trying to run or anything like that. So here we go. We're back into another round. So Fnatic picking up their first one so far. See if that has put a stop to this rain and tear. But right now you can see it's already back down to a 2-on-2. Byali says, hey, thanks for the smoke. I'll use it. And so he gets the bomb down behind that yellow barrel. And it's going to go ahead and molly over at the other end of there. But so they've got Neo and Byali here watching from this T side area. Smoke's off. And Neo pushes through. He's going to get taken down through the smoke. And Byali's now going to be out there in the open by E-Box. Pronax knows he's low on health. And a nice shot there to be able to finish things off. He'll go ahead and get this defuse. And so now we should see it. Should be a 5-2 score, and it will be. So Virtus.Pro picking up, causing a lot of damage, getting those entries, and doing a great job on getting those trades, but they just could not close it out on those 2-on-2s. And so now the score is 5-2 right now.
Right, and it was great play by Pronax in that 2-on-2, throwing that smoke, forcing Neo out of that T-choke, getting him out of their comfort spots of where they wanted to be to protect that bomb. And just spamming him through the smoke and then getting the second kill.
Well, one of the things, though, to note is Fnatic is they've multiple times it's came down to one player. And so their economy has been very affected. Even though they're winning rounds, they still have to buy each and every time. So they've been drastically impacted, but look out for JW. He's in a perfect situation to kind of flank here. He's got that Mag 7, and Pasha is going to be waiting for him now.
Yeah, we
may even go down here towards this area. So there's going to be a flash. He may have heard that footstep. I'm not clear on that. So they've got one player. You can see the setup here. And Pasha, or make that JW on, will be ready for the flank. Now they've spotted them, going to be going in towards this site. Going to have 3 players going to be heading up there towards the upper area. You've got Olafmeister, who's right there inside. And Flusha will fall. He's going to get dropped there by Neo. Going back and forth. I believe there's one player that's already been able to push up. It's going to be down to this 3-on-3. Pasha is inside of that smoke, and he's going to go ahead and push back, but he has to worry about that smoke kind of going away. And there's one player up top. He's able to take him down. Now he's going to get kind of crunched in this angle here. He almost was able to take out Crims, but Crims will go ahead and get this diffuse. Score now going to be 5-3. So getting that opening and really starting strong is going to help Virtus.Pro. They're looking for a couple more rounds to kind of take that into the second half, but right now they're doing well. Having 5 rounds is good, but of course, in their eyes, they probably think they can do better.
Yeah, and now they're going to be forced onto this eco, and we're kind of going to see the first time these two teams will have enough money next round to start bringing out some sniper rifles, some AWPs, some auto snipers if they so choose. So it'll be really interesting to see how their tactics are going to change if they want to go for that more expensive weaponry.
So here we go. We're going to see them start to work here. We do have some AKs now. Start to work there towards the outer area. And JW and Crims going to work. That CZ just around the corner, and Taz is going to get dropped down to 4 health and get eliminated there by Pronax. Pronax quickly traded, though, with Byali. They're going to go ahead and start to fall back. That is Neo, who's going to try to push out there a little bit further, and Olafmeister peeks out to watch over there towards Ivy. And now the score is going to be 5-4.
Well, I'm sorry. I saw their economy and a bunch of Glocks down the screen. I thought they were going to keep on saving. They decided to buy up the... I mean... Both teams, they're taking a tactical timeout, it looks like, but both teams understanding how fragile the economy and how much of an impact that can have on a map like this, and trying to just keep force buying and put some more pressure on the opposing team's money bank that they're building up.
Overall, you can kind of look at how this one's going. So you've got the first 5 rounds of this game, of course, went to Virtus.Pro. Can't really control this cursor, which I could. Yeah,
when it's paused, it kind of glitches out like that.
So you can see kind of the trend of how things were going. After Fnatic had won that 6th round, you could see that immediately they were forced to have to kind of mix buy here and there. And then we saw that last one where they did buy AKs there in the end.
And then they had like a heavy alley presence there, and it kind of just got shut down. But a lot of the strategies they've done where they've executed out of the ladder room and out of the middle and getting that bomb down at the barrel with that protective smoke over it have worked really well and put them into those 2-on-2 and late round situations that are very winnable. It's just Fnatic, you know, after those first 5 rounds, Fnatic's just come out on top on them.
So right now, as you're in this type of situation, you're Virtus.Pro, you've won those 5 rounds. You know, what are some of the things, what are you looking at in terms of the defense for, you know, how are you evaluating your opponent?
Well, you know, it's going to be hard to say because as this bank is building up for Fnatic, you know, they haven't seen them with an op yet, but they have that money, and at some point that's going to come out, an op or an auto sniper. But they're probably talking things over, trying to figure out anything they've seen, any kind of early round positioning, because a lot of these strategies have been fast-paced. You know, they're not holding back on the map and just watching for bushes and then executing in the mid to late round. You know, they're getting out and they're getting in these fights, so they're going to try and find some early round vulnerability. And just talking about 5 rounds already, they probably just want, you know, 1 or 2 more rounds, and they're going to be very happy with this half.
So one of the things I want to bring to everyone's attention, even though we're on our 4th map right now, these teams are literally playing right across from each other.
Right.
Their tables, they butt up against one another. And so they can they're basically staring at each other. So imagine having to stare at Pasha for 4 maps. So now we'll look at it. Looks like they're going to be aggressively attacking over here. Flash is coming out. They're going to push right through. And that's going to be Pronax. Pronax, he's picked up multiple right now. Looks like he's picked up his 3rd. And so now it's going to be left up to Bialy. He'll fall to Olfmeister. And so now the score should be 5-5. Again, the focus was not on this round.
Right. It's on this round right here. And JW without a gun, let's see what he's going to pick up. Because Virtus.Pro decided to stay away from the ops and go with 5 AKs, probably because they're liking this faster pace. And there's JW with the op.
All right, so you see all 5 players from Virtus.Pro, AKs and nades. Let's see what they end up electing to do here. Trying to set up that flash going off the side there. Pronax playing aggressive. Ends up taking out Taz. They're smoking over the top. There is one player that is inside of the site. That is Crims. Crims spotted one. He just turns away just in time. As now he's kind of checking these angles here. He spots one player out in the open. That was Bialy. And JW still focusing his attention over there towards the Ivy Way. Olofmeister right there, working his way up towards the CT heavens. And then you have one player, Flusha. Look at this. He's going to be flanking right now and evaluating the situation. And he almost got caught there. And now they're going to go ahead and start to work over here. What was a 3-on-4, and the advantage of Virtus.Pro is quickly flipped here. And so now it's going to be left up to Neo. 40 seconds left here to go. He spots him, causes quite a bit of damage, and JW just up on top, gets the high ground, and picks up the round. So 6 rounds in a row here for Fnatic.
Yeah, and just a monster flank from Flusha because, you know, the Virtus.Pro team had gotten out and got the advantage and had just kind of stopped, and they were waiting to find some Fnatic players peeking for information, trying to go for a kill, and Flusha was just communicating, saying, guys, I'm on this big flank, just stay alive, you don't need to do anything, just hide, I'm going to get at least one, I'll get you all the information you need. And that flank just allowed them to just outweight Virtus.Pro out in that train yard.
So now looks like it may be hitting here towards the outside again. Flashbangs over the top, smoking off all of these different points. Going to try to get in there to get this bomb planted off the start, kind of change that round timer to be only 35 seconds. So Taz getting the bomb down. Not a player has been taken out until just now where Crims is going to fall. They get traded back and forth. Now going to be down to a 3-on-2. You've got Pronax over there towards Ivy still. He hasn't seen a single player start to push up, and Flusha will fall. So left up to Pronax. Pronax will also get taken down there by Taz. Taz doing a great job, not only getting the bomb down, but then following after that and picking up all of those kills. So 6-6 as Virtus.Pro, you know, you give it back to them. Even though they've lost 6 rounds in a row at that point, the fact is they won 5 before that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, and that they're going to be happy. And now here comes the big gun because Olofmeister has picked up this auto sniper, and that is going to wreak havoc on this map. We've seen it so many times.
He takes it to a unique position, though. We've seen it where Neo watches it there from mid, but let's see. You've got a player that's already peeking out. He's going to get chased down, but the action's really going to happen here towards the inside. You're going to see them trying to quickly rotate. The smokes are coming over the top. They're going to try to attack here towards the inside, but that's allowing Fnatic enough time to be able to rotate here towards the inside. And Olofmeister, he's got the auto sniper. He's going to be tapping away. He has his teammate as well there, Flusha. It is now going to be left up to Pasha. Pasha, he's looking for this chance. He's just going to get attacked from all different sides, and Pronax will finish the job 7-6. As the auto sniper doesn't come as effective as, well, you know, it didn't come into play as much as we expected, but you saw what Flusha and the rest of the team could do there, picking up the round. Nice rotation by Fnatic to get towards the inside quickly. Yeah,
and it seems Fnatic's really, you know, learned and adjusted to how Virtus.Pro likes to take that inner bomb site. You know, they throw a smoke on upper and have a player push up just to right next to get an angle onto that sidewalk to cover his teammates as they push down aggressively on the trade yard. And it was handled perfectly by Fnatic that round.
So JW gonna get the first kill here. He's gonna go ahead and push up there. Pasha just trying to get a gun here. Chasing after some kills. Now the last player is gonna be Snax. Snax did get one. And so now scores 8-6 as we head into our final round here of the first half.
Yeah, and Pasha, I mean, he's gonna try and he has a scout, and now there's an AWP and an auto sniper for Fnatic, and that scout's not gonna be nearly as effective as he's gonna want it to be.
All it takes is one shot to the dome.
I guess so.
So we'll see how effective Pasha can be. He's gonna take that scout back over there towards the Ivy. Now this is what I was talking about before. We've seen this in the past. From Olofmeister and Neo watching with this auto sniper at the base of the train over there towards T mid. Now let's go back over here to Pasha, who's going to be challenging against JW. JW just waiting, and it looks like Pasha ends up getting legged there.
Yes.
So he'll go ahead and fall back. JW, of course, he launched the nade to follow. So now they're going to be heading here towards the inside. Got smokes and flashes, kind of setting things up here for that inner take. And Olofmeister tapping away there with the auto sniper, but Snax finally putting an end to that one. Now they're going to go ahead and rotate towards the site. Flusha picks up one. Bomb is going to try to get planted here. Pasha trying to do some work, going to be down to this 1-on-3. If Taz can kind of get into a good position, but it's just not going to happen, as Flusha had the high ground. He was just scouting it out and trying to see where that last player could be. So 9-6 is going to be the score, their first half score in favor of Fnatic. But a great first 5 rounds by Virtus.Pro to even get it to that type of point.
Yeah, and those are so huge because you can see how hard it is to break the momentum of a CT team on this map. So coming out so hot like that and getting those first 5 rounds, it really saved that half for him.
All right, so we're just going to see here for our second half. Virtus.Pro and Fnatic. If you look up in the top right-hand side of your screen, you'll see that this is the second best of 3. And Fnatic had taken the first map of this second best of 3 series. So we'll see what we've got on our hands here. Can VP push it into a third map, which would take us to Nuke? And again, Fnatic would be starting off on the CT side for that one.
And Virtus.Pro against iBuyPower played this outside really well, really using the trains just to have different angles and very weird angles and hard to find for the terrorists who are coming out. And iBuyPower really struggled to find a lot of those Virtus.Pro defenders in that train yard, so we're going to have to see if Fnatic can do a better job of it than they did. And it looks like it's going to be a fast alley hit. Pronax just threw a smoke for the right side of the alley.
Oh, Pasha picks up the first one. He picks up a second one, looking for the third. He's still got just, now he has to reload. He does have his teammate there to be able to help him out, but they shut down Ivy. And so now they're going to see this rotate happen by Fnatic. They couldn't go down ladder to make something happen there. Now Pronax just pushing out there. Neo just barely getting hit down to 76 HP. So the next goal in mind is let's just get the bomb down and see what we can do from here. Pronax inside of the site. He's getting attacked from all angles. And Pasha, he gets his third one. And Neo will pick up that last one. So the score is going to be 9-7. And so VP picking up that pistol round. You know, maps like this, we've said it before, maps like Nuke, Train, Cobble, Overpass, those types of maps, winning the pistol on both sides is a big component of this.
Right, and it is. And, you know, that's why that first half was so good, is winning that pistol for VP. And now they're in a great position here to take this lead, or at least to tie it up after these two ecos.
Well, something else to consider, I don't believe. You can see that they're only one player, or two players on Fnatic side bought P250s. Everything else, their inventory is clean.
Yeah, and a lot of times that barrel smoke that Virtus.Pro use so often is actually used on these eco rounds just to try and get that plant, just to get the bomb down and get that $800. And Fnatic didn't even want to buy the smokes to even try anything like that.
We'll look at where they're located at right now. Take a look at the setup right now. They've got these three players getting ready. They're going to hit over here towards the outside again. This is the plant that you're talking about, right behind this barrel.
Yes.
But we haven't seen anything yet. You can take a look at how they're positioned. Bialy is going to be right there inside of the site. And he started to rotate over there towards ladder. So we'll hop on board with him for just a moment now. Going down, he's got that P90. He's going to try to close this one down. He's able to pick up only one, though. And Taz spraying that FAMAS, as he just kind of lost a little bit of control there. And now it's going to be left up to Crims, and Crims will get taken down. So now the score is going to be 9-8.
Yeah, nice job by those rifles being positioned in a way that they had the advantage of that range. So P90 up close and the rifles far back supporting them, staying out of danger.
9-8, Fnatic. They're just looking to kind of close this one here on DE Train. Virtus.Pro trying to push it into a third and final map. So we've got these two teams. There's $20,000 left on the line here, and Flush is going to kick things off. He gets dropped down to 2 HP, but that's enough for him to be able to pick up those 2 kills. And there they're going to have 2 players going to push up out there quickly, and a long range Mag 7 to finish the job there onto Flusha.
Yeah, and Fnatic really not wanting to relinquish the lead they have, and catching Virtus.Pro off guard, not only with just the flat-out aggression and the speed with which he got out, but even the buy. I don't think they were expecting them to have AKs quite yet. Great
awareness by Snacks, taking out the player and immediately rushing to go pick up that AK.
Yeah,
they're all just checking their spots right now, but his focus is just to save this AK now.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do in this round. But, I mean, with the money the way it is, he can't afford to drop a weapon next round, so we could see another buy off VP.
So we'll look at it. Yep, so you've got 2 players that are right at 2,700. They're only going to get $1,400 extra in their bank. So there you go. You can see it's kind of it's going to be a questionable call here. Like you said, you could drop and be able to help out a teammate there. You got 2 players that are right on that borderline point. Of course, they all 5 members of Virtus.Pro, they have the M4A1, which is only $2,900. Opposed to the M4A4, which is 31. Of course, we're only talking the difference of $200, but still, it's the cheaper of the 2.
He actually dropped 2 weapons. He dropped a Scout and an M4A1.
So there we go. Let's see what he ends up, what this team does with this. So you've got Snacks, who's going to be worrying about the inside, smoking that area off. That nade's going to fall, but it doesn't end up actually causing any damage. So JW is watching this angle right here, just seeing if he can get this peek on it. Something must have popped up on the radar because Snacks instantly just started shooting.
Yeah, and you see a very different style out of Fnatic here, doing the more slower pace while VP spent the whole half, getting out and getting into the train yards and getting into fights. Fnatic taking this much more calculated as they come down here to the inner bomb site.
Right now we can see that VP is they're playing a little bit further back on the outer bomb site. As they're kind of working. They're going to wrap around probably more so in the CT side. There's going to be 1 player going through the white halls. Now we're going to start to see this the smoke up here. They have not started to push up. They do take down Snacks. Over the top is going to be Neo. Neo's going to fall into position, but he still has to reload. Spots 1 more. Finishes the job. They're taking down Pronax. So now you've seen the rotate happen. They've both rotated through CT spawn, and Neo, even though he's down to 10 HP, still causing some damage. And left up to Olofmeister. Olofmeister going to go ahead. He does not try to plant the bomb, trying to clear it out as much as he can before he goes for this plant. And so now you've got down to this 1-on-2. It's a winnable situation, but Bialy will finish the job. And so now the score is going to be 9-10. Virtus.Pro playing Virtus.Pro.
It's close enough.
As natural as a Freudian slip calling him Virtus.Plow, but so we'll call it as it's 9-10. Fnatic still have the lead, but for how long?
Yeah, and Nito having kind of a quiet match compared to like Dust 2 earlier, and even that original best of 3 where he was playing so well, but still finding ways on his rotates onto that inner bomb site to slow the attack down and to have impact frags, helping his team win the round.
So JW, he's gotten it off. You can see this, they're just trying to make whatever impact they can. They want to make sure that they can break the bank on Virtus.Pro. That's just what you do when you're on the T side of the train. So JW is going to push down there towards the ladder, see if he can get an angle there. He doesn't spot anybody trying to push up there. He sees the leg. That was Taz. He just caught the very edge of him. So JW is going to take that off back towards the inside now. Pasha is in a gunfight there over there towards Ivy. I'll go ahead and smoke that area off because Crims is still over there. Let's go back towards the inside right now where you can see JW. You can see the foot of him. He's under, started to have to dance a little bit, but what a shot by JW. He does a quick jump and then resets himself and takes out Neo.
Yeah, and just so good. And even in a disadvantaged situation, getting shot in the toes. Oh, and he almost gets another one there, but Snacks with the aggressive play picks him off.
So now you can see that they're starting to fall back. That was Flusha, who was grouped up there with JW. They're going to be coming out, and Bialy gets caught off guard as they're rotating around. You've got Pasha watching over the site, watching over that push, over that position there. Bomb is going to get planted at the end there.
Bomb has been.
So now you've down to this 2-on-3. It looked like he was going to go towards VP in this round, but that quickly changed here.
And then Flush is flanking in the inner bomb site to the connector.
And Pasha is able to get that kill. That was such a huge kill there because he's already going for that defuse in the smoke. And oh no, he actually pulled off of the smoke. And now he's going to go ahead and reset that smoke again. And he's just going to get sprayed down. He could have had the defuse.
Yeah, what a round by Pronax though. You know, just that entry kill, just swinging out and tapping that first head that he saw and getting that shot was so nice.
He could have had it.
I know. That's painful to see. It really is. Yeah, because they did that so well. They actually handled that situation, and even just realizing that Flusha was flanking from the inner bomb site and going and checking that, everything looked okay for Virtus.Pro.
And so now we'll see the start here. Flash is coming over the top. See, it looks like they're going to start to work here towards the inside. It is a save here for Virtus.Pro. So they're going to go ahead and drop the bomb there before they plan to attack, and Crims picking up that kill there into Snacks. So they're just going to trade here, or not trade, but they'll just take them out one by one. So Neo, he'll fall. Bialy just challenging JW right now.
Yeah, and Taz going to try and might be able to get this gun from Olafmeister. If Olafmeister's not careful, he's pushing up in these white halls, about to come around from the side.
So we'll just stay with them. There's action happening on the inside. We'll stay with him here. He does spot one, so we'll stick back over here. Oh no, Taz!
Oh boy.
Yeah, and Olafmeister didn't even know where that came from. He
right.
just knew how he was being shot at. So 12-9, Fnatic 4 rounds away from closing it out and taking 4 maps away from Virtus.Pro without losing a single one. That would just be insane.
You know, in Devil Walk, before they played iBuyPower in the lower bracket finals, he even said he thought they were going to 2-0 3 times. And you know, at the time, I just thought that was kind of, you know, the bravado of that team and just the attitude you always bring in as a competitor. But it's starting to look like a prophecy.
See the smoke over the top. And the action is going to happen there towards the inside. So they're saving again. They've got CZs here. They really need to save up to get themselves that weaponry that they need.
Neo is so effective on this rotate through that connector to the inner bomb site. Even with the CZ just picking up Pronax from long range.
So right now, Fnatic are playing so well. You can see VP just looking to try to figure out a way to get weapons, and now they're forced to only have M4s.
Yeah, now that they have guns one way with Fnatic, have been playing it so slower pace and so far back, it gives VP a lot of room to push up and they can get aggressive on these choke points. But actually, JW's being really aggressive out here and going to miss his shot and get naded.
Yeah, those two nades just raining in as now we'll see how they start to open up. They're all starting to challenge here. Here comes Pronax. He's going to force his way through here. They've got two other players that are working towards the outside. He's going to get this backside here and able to take down one. Now it's going to be down to this 2-on-2. Pronax trying to win that gunfight. Now left up to Crims, down to 6 HP. And I believe they may know exactly where he's at. Maybe not, though. They had an angle on him. So now he's got the op. Just looking to win this one.
Holding right now, kind of hoping someone from Virtus.Pro is gonna, you know, push a little bit too much and give him a free kill and put this into a 1v1.
And just barely missing that off shot. Just gonna kind of get some intel, see where they're at. And Snack still working there towards the inside. Crims does have the bomb, like I mentioned earlier. 30 seconds left here in the round. And so now he's starting to get a little bit more, a little bit closer there to Pasha, and it looks like he might actually try to get this bomb planted. But at the same time, had him just kind of go ahead and Snacks on the rotate, so he does get the bomb planted, and then he falls directly into the hands of Crims. So Crims doing a really good job of getting that bomb planted, and so that right there, he's going ouch.
Yeah.
So. Knowing that he had 6 HP the whole time, but the fact that Bialy asked means that he knew that he was low.
That he did a lot of damage, and he was actually kind of confused he didn't even get the kill. But yeah, like you said, just getting that bomb down in that situation is so important.
So now we'll look at it. If you've got Pasha, who's got the AWP, and then on the other side, it looks like JW will get this off here. Actually, it's going to be Olafmeister, which makes the most sense because he has the better spawn out of the group.
Yeah, and you talk about the economy on this map and how important it is. Sometimes it's just a grind, and you have to keep buying and keep forcing them to buy money, and this VP economy is so fragile right now.
Nice job by Pasha getting that pick. Olafmeister was looking for that exact same angle. And so that's how they're going to go ahead and start off the round. Flush is going to be right there. He has his teammate JW. JW with an incredible shot as he comes up on top of the ladder train. And that's going to kind of go back and forth. Bialy picking up a couple there. Now we're back over with Crims. Crims evening it back up down to a 2-on-2. Crims and Flusha. Crims is going to fall, and so now you've got Snacks and Pasha again here against Flusha this time.
Oh, and Pasha just ends it quickly.
So Pasha picking up that one, 13-11. So he started off the round, and he ends the round.
Yeah, and now Fnatic, you know, with the money the way it is, Flusha and Crims can afford to buy, but, you know, Pronax already buying a pistol. Just looks like they're going to call this an eco round.
They will. They've got 2 CZs, a Deagle, which we see from Flusha quite a bit. And then we also have Pronax with a P250. There is body armor for Flusha. And so they'll be heading out towards the ladder train right now. Got 2 players over there. Neo's actually rotating towards the inside. So he has his players over here. Taz watching over there towards the ladder train. We'll kind of cycle through these players. Bialy watching that mid area, kind of being that that turret inside of mid, kind of watching multiple angles at once. So he spotted a couple players. You're going to see Neo rotate now, and so that's going to be able to help them out. Bialy, the bomb is going to get planted, and actually will not get the chance to. That was JW who was trying to get the bomb planted. He was not touched there, and so Taz picks up 4. As they just picks them up one by one there. Yeah,
they did that same plan at that barrel that usually uses a smoke that can get that down so effectively, and they almost got it off even without the smoke. Interesting that they decided to buy up some expensive pistols like that Deagle instead of just paying for a smoke to kind of ensure that plant.
That's a good point. So now we've got JW with the op and Pasha with his, but they're going to be heading into 2 different types of locations. JW might actually, no, he will not go down towards ladder. He's just going to see if he can get a quick pick there. And that nade will run in, and it actually barely misses him. It blows up on the other side of that pillar there. So he just barely gets by.
And Pasha's going to have to do some or I mean, not Pasha, JW's going to have to do some work, I think, inside with this op. I think, you know, we saw him get a pick earlier with that amazing shot, but, you know, it's a bomb site that you can get that pick on. There's a lot of open space for that op to work with if you go out that upper portion, but it looks like he's just keeping scoped in at that first train.
No, so JW does not see the feet there. Now we're going to see the smoke towards the inside of Flash. He's never going to rotate back in. That might pull, but it hasn't. So they're going to get quickly counter smoked, but there's no reason for Taz to rotate yet. So they're both teams are just holding at this point.
And Olafmeister looks like he's setting up for a smoke that'll land towards alley to kind of try and block off Pasha's op if he's in that that back alley behind the trains.
Going to go ahead and smoke them off again. I like this smoke because it happens at 30 seconds into the round. They're going to go ahead and push through. They're going to be able to pick up one. That's going to be JW. Great job by Snacks, picking up 3 kills in the round. Almost makes it 4. But in the end, they're able to hold that area down. It's going to leave it up to Olafmeister here in the end. 20 seconds left here in the round. He does not have the bomb. He's just going to go ahead and push straight through. And now we've got Virtus.Pro tying it back up. 13-13 here on Train.
That's Snacks again and again in this series, just pulling his team back into it. And what a play, and just taking advantage of that smoke and dodging the flashbangs coming through it. It's such strong defense from Snacks.
I'm a big fan of that very end. They saw that there's 30 seconds there on the round timer and tossing the smoke. They didn't have any extra intel knowing where they were located at. All that he did, he was just going to ensure the fact that if they hit enter, we're going to slow them down and get that upper hand. And it just paid off perfectly there for Snacks in Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, but now we saw Olafmeister last half with that auto sniper, how much damage that did towards the end of those rounds. And Neo now picks it up.
And so now this is what we've seen before in the matchup against iBuyPower on Train. We've seen that auto sniper from Neo. And so they're going to see that rotate happen. Pasha, he's just been hit a couple times there. Now he's got his teammates to help him out. Knowing that it's a save, he doesn't want to lose this op, so he's going to kind of play behind his teammates so they don't lose this op.
Right, and he's going to have, like you said, Bayal is just going to be buddied up with him at that Ivy just to make sure if he does get rushed there, he's so quick to rotate.
Bomb's actually, sorry to cut you off. There is the bomb going to start to head over here towards the inside, and that's going to be Snacks right there. They're going to go ahead and get that bomb planted towards the inside. Pasha, he still knows that there's somebody over here. They're going to make that call, but it is a 3-on-3 nonetheless. And there you go. You have Pronex is going to be able to pick up that P250. And so look out, though. There's going to be one player heading over there towards Z. They're going to go ahead and check their spots there. And they have picked up a weapon. So a great job by Fnatic, quickly turning this one around. And so you've got Snacks kind of rotating. He's going to get, he doesn't have a lot of time to work with here, but he's going to try to make something happen. He gets dinked down to 5 HP. Does finish off Flusha, but Pronex coming on the backside. That was a save round, a very expensive round for Virtus.Pro. But a save round nonetheless for Fnatic.
Yeah, and Fnatic just winning these one-on-one fights, and then Pasha being so occupied by that one player in alley, and just they're really just swarming the site with those P250s and coming out from different angles all across that inner bomb site.
So Pasha, he is going to get this auto sniper. They do have nades, but he's going to be broke here. So they're going to go ahead and push here towards, well, that was one player, Flusha on the outside, but the action is going to be happening out here on the inside. So they've caused enough of a distraction there on the outside just with Flusha alone. And so now they're going to try to be able to lock this one down. This could be putting us at tie point. Pasha being able to pick up that one. Still trying to be able to retake this site. Nades were raining in. It's going to be left up to Pasha. Down to a 1 versus 3 in another expensive and fast round. Coming in there for Virtus.Pro, and so you'll see that he's just going to try to hang on to this auto sniper. Let's take a quick look at the economy, where we're sitting right now. And as I look at it, yep, that reset them as well, so this could be it. This
is such a disaster for Virtus.Pro. They were looking so good.
Look out here. You've got one player that's right around the corner, and that is Pasha, who has to worry about Pronex. He heard him, but he's going to throw out that smoke. They're still going to be chasing him from the other side. He's got too many angles to worry about there, and he will be able to save that for a little bit longer. And almost, Crims was almost able to take out that auto sniper out of his hands. And so now it's just going to be really trying to determine what weapons you want to use.
Oh, and Virtus.Pro's got to feel so deflated with that, tying it up finally at 13-13, and to lose it on that save round like that. And then this round just kind of getting, Flusha with those entries out T-mid. He's been so effective doing that this entire map. But, 3 times he's done it, I think, and I think he's got about 5 kills doing it.
And what a shot by JW to start this round off. He just goes straight down the ladder, no respect. But just like that, Bialy on the outside, he took out 2 before he went down. So now we are tied up 3-on-3. So we got JW and Pronax and Olafmeister.
JW just watching for this flank down ladder. Snacks pushing that inner Whitehall's, and he's going to flank all the way towards T-spawn.
Yeah, Olafmeister is going to be prepared for this one as well. So he's going to set himself up in this angle. So he's going to continue to push up here.
This is going to be so frustrating for Snacks.
Oh, man. And so he's going to get taken out there. There was a call out that he had heard them. Now they're going to start to rotate there back towards the inner side. This could be it. But Pasha, he's going to even it back up down to a 2-on-2. There are some guns that they can pick up. They will be heading towards the inside. The Opper, JW has it in the backside of this site. Bomb is going to be planted. Pasha taking the high ground.
No kits.
So they have to make something happen now. Pasha able to take down Olafmeister. He does take a lot of damage there. Neo going to be pushing around. JW up on the top. We'll just stay with him for just a little bit longer. That smoke is going to be way too deep. They're going to be flashing. They're going to try to be able to go around and get this diffused. Neo right there. Pasha needs to get this kill here. He's going to be coming over the top. He's able to take him down, but does he have the time?
It's going to be so close.
It's going to be very, very close. Coming down here to the bitter end, and that's going to do it. Fnatic comes into here. They win 2 maps against iBuyPower. They win 2 maps again against Virtus.Pro, and they finish it and take it in 6 maps throughout today. That is absolutely insane. Back to back to back, winning best of 3s, and they will be your champion going home with $20,000. All right, so we're back here at the ESEA Season 17 LAN Finals. What an incredible matchup. Kind of take me through the day here. Of course, this is, if you don't know it, this is JW. Of course, I mean, you've probably known this by now. I've been at a lot of great tournaments, but one of the things that I want to talk about is off the start, not just right into the grand finals, but you started off the day where you had to defeat iBuyPower to start, and then you had to go through 2 best of 3s to become the champion here at this tournament. Kind of take me through that.
Yeah, I mean, I can begin with day 1. Like, when we went into this tournament, we didn't have that much motivation. We were pretty sad and pretty down after DreamHack Winter, of course. And yeah, so the first day we didn't have that much energy, but we still managed to beat Elevate. And the second day, our energy was still not good, but a bit better. We managed to beat Titan. They are playing with a stand-in, of course, but I mean that's the first time in my whole career that I managed to beat Existence and his guys, so that was a great win. And then Virtus.Pro yesterday, I mean we didn't play like what we could, and so this last day we knew that we had to beat iBuyPower to get to the grand final, and then we had to beat them in 2 best of 3s. But I mean, so today we just had the energy again, like. We knew that this was the last day, and we just have to give it all, and we can win because we knew that. And so yeah, we went in with full energy today, I would say, and it feels great that we could show that what we could do.
Well, it's something to say. I mean, DreamHack for you guys, it definitely hurts your perspective on the scene overall. I mean, you guys, just kind of quickly talking about that. I want to put it out there for the community to know that you guys didn't have your phones on you. You didn't have anything with you whenever you were during that match. And I had talked with Devilwalk. You can correct me if I'm wrong. During that matchup, whenever you guys were going through it, the fans were cheering for you. They were getting excited for you while you were there at the venue. And then from there, everything kind of changed as soon as you got your phones back. I mean, you guys had already decided what you're going to do right after 15 minutes. So you didn't even have to really wait for DreamHack on that.
Yeah, I mean, like we got pretty pumped up by the crowd on there, but I mean, we can't really blame that either. Like, we should have understood after like 15 rounds that it's not okay. Like, it's not much to say really. I can say that I'm sorry. Of course, we all are. Like, I mean, it was our fault, of course, but I mean.
Now let's take it away from that. Now I don't want to get negative, because the fact is, you guys, I just wanted to give you the chance to kind of clear all of that out there even further, because honestly, You guys had, again, my whole point was that you guys had already decided, you were already done, you realized what had happened, and that was it. There was the positive side of you. Because in the reality, you're pure CS players. You love the game and you love the community, and it hurts whenever you have the community kind of coming at you with that type of dismay. But now let's talk about the matches now. So you're going into the grand finals against Virtus.Pro, and you already have to win these 2 best-of-3s, and now you have your energy. A huge shout out for you for making some really incredible shots. But let's talk about the individual battle that was going on. You and Snacks were going at it for quite a bit there inside of mid on Dust 2. What would you end up having to do to change things up there?
Yeah, I mean, I must say, Snacks was on fire with the AWP this whole series. It felt like he was one of the best AWPers, I would say, this series. So it was really tough, and I don't know, we just mixed things up, and I think we didn't challenge him so much, like hold the sides and stuff like that, so that they had to come for us instead of us challenging them. So, I mean, we pretty much decided to not really overpeak him, because he was on fire.
Well, one of the rounds that I really liked was you had 2 players cross the double doors, and then you and Olafmeister, you both double peaked him with the AWP. He does take out one of you in the end, but that was just a really great shot. And of course, we'll bring in Devilwalks, bringing in the trophy here, and this is what you ended up kind of working your way for. And here at the ESEA, how was your experience here overall, being here in Dallas and kind of getting this real, because this is a different type of tournament experience than what you'd get out of a DreamHack. It's a little bit more of emotional about the competitive side of things.
Yeah, I must say, first of all, going to Dallas is my first time, of course, and it's awesome. And this whole event is actually one of the best ones for the players that I have been to, actually, because it's like you live at the hotel and it's like you just go down to the lobby and you're here to play. I mean, it's a very, very good event for the players, I would say. And I hope that these events just grows bigger and more teams come here. That would be awesome.
That's one of the things that I've always liked about the ESEA, because it is about the players. And one of the things I want to give you a shout out as well for you and your team, as well as Virtus.Pro, because yesterday we had some little technical issues, and quickly both of you agreed on what you wanted to do for the money system. And you basically said, okay, let's go. And I just shout out to you. Now, do you have any last things that you want to say? Again, you guys are going to be taking home that $20,000 here, first place here at ESEA, a long road, and then before you actually get a break now. I mean, you've had back-to-back tournaments, and now you actually get a break. Do you have a vacation lined up? I know that Devilwalk said I think he's going to go to Thailand. Do you have anything planned?
Not really going away, but we are all gonna have a break from Counter-Strike now until January, because we have been playing so much now for 5 months straight or something, traveling every weekend and stuff. So, I mean, I would not say that we are burned out, but I mean, we're pretty tired of it. So it would be great to have a break and just come back in January 2015 just stronger and more prepared. And yeah.
Well, it's crazy to think that we usually have an off season at this time point, right? I mean, we usually have a break, but luckily now we can kind of rest and kind of recalculate everything. What are some of the things that you're going to look forward to for your team for next year for Fnatic?
I mean, I think next year will be huge for CSGO. I mean, I think a lot of more tournaments will pop up, and MLG, for example, we're starting off there the 25th, I think.
Yeah, it's the 24th that'll be there in Aspen at the X Games. I'll be there, so don't worry about that.
Exactly. I mean, I think 2015 will be an awesome year for CSGO, and hopefully for my team as well. I mean, I think we will come back after this break and be very, very motivated again. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
So I'm still rooting for you. With all things that have happened, I've always been a big fan of Fnatic, even going back to the days with Karn and DSN and all the other old guys that used to play for Fnatic, and I still have a lot of faith in what you guys can do. And, of course, I see that here at this level and just knowing a little bit more about it. Of course, the fans, they don't get the chances to meet you guys behind the scenes, and there's a lot more to that. So it's, congratulations. We can try this. I think it's a handshake like this. Of course, that was a fun joke there with Crims. But so as we kind of wrap things up here at ESEA Season 17, you know, we take in some of the best things that we've watched from out this tournament. You know, one of the things that we noticed from LP Kane, he actually mentioned to us that that we've opened up ESEA to Asia. So that's a big thing to take from it. Of course, a lot of these teams, we've been waiting for our chance to hop into Season 18. Well, now you get that chance. You can register now. You can get there and actually set up the team. Of course, they have the recruitment process as well, so you can build those teams together. And so we'll look forward to all of that here in the coming season for Season 18. Now, kind of wrapping things up, a special thanks to our sponsors, Alienware, BenQ, and Zowie for making all of this possible. And a big shout out to our production team for really kind of holding through. This has been one of the craziest tournaments that I've been a part of. Of course, there have been some long days, but reality, we've had a lot of great matches, a lot of maps that have gone to that third map of the best of 3, and we've seen that numerous times throughout the game. So usually we get those little breaks in between where we get those 15, 30-minute breaks. Yesterday, we were going nonstop, so we got to see a lot of great Counter-Strike from that. So until next time, it's been a lot of fun. Again, shout out to the production team, the staff, and also the other co-casters, Sadakis, as well as Moses and Kyer, who have joined us here. And we'll see you next time, whether it's Dallas, Texas, or wherever. We'll see you at the next Season 18 LAN Finals.